After you have worked on your brainstorming and your opinion pillar, remember we did that already. I have my brainstorming ideas of the place that I would like to visit. I have my summarizing framework, and I have my opinion pillar body, the paragraph 2, 3, and 4 set up. Now we're going to work on the introduction. In your Canvas course, the content objective says, I can write a hook introduction to a draft that is engaging to the reader. Engaging means interesting. So we want to do a hook introduction, just like you have a hook when you go fishing. You want to catch the fish when you go fishing. You want to catch the reader that is going to read your writing. You want to make it interesting. So we need a hook introduction. The language objective is I can write using a variety of sentence lengths and patterns to describe and explain with increasing specificity and detail. Ooh, got stuck on that word. So we just want to have nice, complete sentences. You are going to watch this video first. So before you continue with my video on how I do my introduction, I need you to stop and I need you to watch this video first. You're going to follow the directions on slide 6 of the presentation below. Mine does not come up, but it looks like this. Step number, Google slide number 6 is the introduction. And so after watching the video lesson and writing an introduction hook, writing an introduction hook, think of how you want to hook readers with your introduction. You can include a surprising fact, which is something amazing about your place you want to visit. For example, the world is 75% covered by water. That's an amazing fact. You can ask a question that others may be wondering about. Why would anyone go to a haunted house? That's a question. Or you can include a quote from a famous person, book, a movie, a game, or a TV show. Just a quote is you're saying what somebody else has said before. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And so you can introduce your introduction this way. I'm going to use a question when I do mine. On slide 7, look at these 3 different introductions. Which one is more interesting and which one has the best hook introduction? So here's some examples. I'm going to make it bigger so we can see. Here's the first one. The topic is pizza. Imagine a food that tastes good, hot, or cold. You can get to pick the type of pizza and the toppings. You get to make it at home or get it from a takeout place or go to a restaurant. In my opinion, pizza is the best food in the world. So this student is probably answering to the prompt, what do you think is the best food in the world? And so this is their introductory paragraph. Okay, think about that one. And now let's look at this example. Imagine a food that tastes good or hot, hot, or cold. You get to pick the type of pizza and the toppings. You get to make it at home or get it from a takeout. Oh, that's the same one. In my opinion, okay, that's the same one. Let's look at this one. Imagine a food that you can eat with your hands, a tasty treat that is equally good, hot or cold. So they added more details. From the first bite to the last, your taste buds tingle with the irresistible flavors of spicy tomato sauce and yummy melted cheese. Are you guys getting a better picture of what this pizza is like? I'm getting hungry. In my opinion, pizza is the best food in the world because you can get it with so many different kinds of toppings, including vegetables, meat, or even unusual but surprisingly delicious specialty ingredients. So I can tell that they are going to be including this, they're going to be their reasons. These are their reasons why their pizza is their choice. Okay. So if you think about our pillar or our summarizing framework, they gave you their topic, which is pizza. And then they told you already in the introduction the 3 reasons why, but they're going to give us more information. So you want to write a hook introduction like this one. So here's my example. you're going to find your digital writing notebook, and you're going to type your introduction in this part. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger so you can see. Okay, remember I'm writing about my grandma's house, about the food, the fun, and the farm. Okay, so I can write I'm going to start with a question. I'm going to take that out. Have you ever visited a place that feels like you're home away from home? Okay. I'm going to put when I was a little kid. When I was a kid. When I was a kid, my favorite place to visit was my grandma's house. Actually, I'm going to put, she's my abuelita. Abuelita's house. Okay, so it's food, fun, and food, fun, and farm. So food. Whenever I visited, I'm gonna trying to come up with senses. From the moment I stepped into her house, the aroma of delicious food welcomed me at the door. From the moment I stepped into her house, the aroma of delicious food welcomed me at the door. So I'm using, this is called personification. The aroma is the smell. It's a fancy word of saying smell. Delicious is not spelled right, so if I click on it, it tells me how to spell it right. And now it's fixed. So the aroma, the smell, welcomed me at the door. Of course, aromas can't welcome you, but it's greeting me at the door. So I'm making an object or an idea act like a person. That's called personification. From the moment I stepped into her house, the aroma of delicious food welcomed me at the door. My favorite times were spent playing games with family members. And then farm, I would get lost in the many trees in my abuelito's farm. So I think for the introduction, I think I just want to have one sentence that includes all of these, and I'm going to use these type of sentences in my paragraphs. So actually, I'm going to write, have you ever visited a place that feels like you're home away from home? A home includes my favorite foods best times with family and instead of saying a home, I'm going to put this special home includes my favorite foods, best times with family, and going to the farm. I'm going to take these things out. I'm actually, for right now, because I want to keep them for later, so I am going to click on Format, Text, and I'm going to strike it out. So I only want to include, have you ever visited a place that feels like your home away from home? When I was a kid, my favorite place to visit was my abuelita's house. This special home includes, I'm going to put included since I'm talking about when I was a kid, past tense. This special home included my favorite foods, best times with family, and going to the farm. So I have just told you what my favorite place is. Here it is. Here's my topic. Okay, abuelita's home. And I gave you my 3 favorite reasons. Because of the foods, because of best times with family, and because I like going to the farm. And those are the 3 things that I'm going to talk about in these 3 paragraphs. So you want to write your introductory paragraph today. Remember that you can include, let me go back to our opinion writing. You can include a surprising fact, a question, or a quote as something, as how you're going to capture or hook the reader. You're going to write your introduction paragraph in your opinion pillar on page 5 of your digital writing notebook.